Hello everyone, Ben here, and welcome to my tour of the potential 2020 Democrat candidates. I know I said yesterday it was 39, but it's actually 40 candidates who I have listed as people who Democrats might consider running in 2020, or who Democrats might want to consider running, ranging on a scale from just Democrat celebrities, people who might, consider running for the Democrat nomination to try and beat Trump. And I've got them listed on a scale where not going to happen is they're not going to run. And by the way, each one is broken down into chance of running, pros, cons, and then what wing of the Democrat Party they appeal to. And I'm only going to be doing this from the Democrat primary perspective and not whether or not they could win in a general election, whether or not they could win the Democrat primary and the pros and cons of the Democrat primary. So this is purely from a Democrat point of view. So things that I personally think are pros, or I've listed, might be cons, or things that I think would be cons might be listed as pros. So this is, trying to put myself in the mind of if I was if I could pick the Democrat nominee, this is what I would be looking at from a perspective of a Democrat. So not going to happen is self-explanatory. The next one is very unlikely. Then there's unlikely. Then there's possible. Then there's likely. Then there's very likely. And then there's declared. And of course, it should be self-explanatory, what those rankings mean. So, without further ado, let's go through. John Delaney, Democrat, Maryland. And I've listed out their party because some of the people I've listed are not actually Democrats. Representative. And of course, I will list their party, their state, and then their position, in government or whatever, what they're known for. Chance of running, declared. Pros, politician, liberal record, about as close to a generic Democrat as one can get. Cons, who? Not a high-profile politician, would get lost in a crowded field. Wing/appeal, liberal. Hillary Clinton, Democrat, New York, former senator and former Secretary of State. Chances of running, very unlikely. Pros, governmental experience, former Secretary of State, moderate in some areas, liberal in others, demographic appeal. Cons, lost in 2016, deeply unpopular, even more than when she was a candidate, scandal-ridden, Wall Street ties, wing appeal, establishment. Elizabeth Warren, Democrat, Massachusetts, senator. Chance of running, possible. Pros, governmental experience, national profile, demographics. Cons, half progressive, half establishment, New England, could be seen as an elitist in some places, uninspiring. Wing/appeal, progressive. Cory Booker, Democrat, New Jersey, senator. Chances of running, likely. Pros, demographics, social media savvy, youth, charisma. Cons, Wall Street, almost Clinton-esque, low national recognition. Wing/appeal, establishment. Amy Klobuchar, Democrat, Minnesota, senator. Chance of running, possible. Pros, demographics, Midwest Rust Belt appeal, swing state. Cons, low national recognition, not extremely notable. Wing appeal, liberal. Bernie Sanders, independent, Vermont, senator. Chance of running, possible. Pros, notable senator, national profile, respected, vigorous grassroots. Cons, markets himself as a socialist, lacks appeal to moderates, old New England. Wing/appeal, progressive and Democrat youth. Sherrod Brown, Democrat, Ohio, Senator. Chance of running? Possible. Pros: Rust Belt generic Democrat on policy with progressive credentials. Cons: from an ever more GOP-controlled state, lacks a national profile. Wing/appeal: Rust Belt. Al Franken, Democrat, Minnesota, former senator. Chance of running? Very unlikely. Downgrade from likely. Pros: national profile, appeal across the Democrat base, solid knowledge of the issues, celebrity appeal, sharp wit, swing state, and Rust Belt. Cons: #MeToo, SNL passed. Wing/appeal: liberal. Heidi Heitkamp, Democrat, North Dakota, senator. Chance of running? Unlikely. Pros: upper Midwest, moderate cross-party appeal, North Dakota, and demographics. Cons: works too much with Trump, might be painted as conservative Democrat, only a national figure because her seat is vulnerable. Wing/appeal: Blue Dog Democrats or conservative Democrats. John Tester, Democrat, Montana, senator. Chance of running? Possible. Pros: popular, from Montana, principled, country charm. Cons: red state Democrat, only a national figure because the seat is vulnerable. Wing/appeal: Blue Dog Democrats. Steve Bulloch, Democrat, Montana, governor. Chance of running? Possible. Pros: Montana. Cons: red state Democrat, not a national figure. Blue Dog Democrats is the wing and appeal. John Hickenlooper, Democrat, Colorado, governor. Chance of running? Possible. Pros: moderate with some cross-party appeal, swing state, knows how to handle an executive governmental role. Cons: name length. That's not a joke. That's actually a con. Even Hickenlooper and Kasich have said so. Speaking of increasingly blue state, heavily associated with Kasich. Lame duck in 2018. Wing/appeal: moderate centrist. Doug Jones, Democrat, Alabama, senator. Chance of running? Unlikely. Pros: South. Cons: national profile only because the seat was reported on after his opponent's sexual harassment issues. Might not fit in with other Democrats. Red state Democrat. Wing/appeal: the South. Julian Castro, Democrat, Texas, former Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. Chance of running? Likely. Pros: demographics, Texas, executive branch experience. Cons: his last name of Castro. I could just see the ads in Florida playing now. Cuba tried putting in a Castro. Do you want to try? Will not have worked in government for at least 4 years. Limited national profile. Wing/appeal: liberal. Joe Manchin, Democrat, West Virginia, senator. Chance of running? Unlikely. Pros: bipartisanship, union support. Cons: conservative, coal, works with Trump significantly, Neil Gorsuch, red state Democrat. Wing/appeal: Blue Dog Democrat. Tim Kaine, Democrat, Virginia, senator. Chance of running? Likely. Pros: swing state, bilingual, former vice presidential pick. Cons: sounded whiny when debating Pence, close ties with the Clintons. Wing/appeal: establishment. Ralph Northam, Democrat, Virginia. Chance of running? Possible. Pros: governor, swing state, political experience, and a tough campaigner. Cons: could be tied to the Clintons via McAuliffe, low national profile. Wing/appeal: establishment. Kamala Harris, Democrat, California, senator. Chance of running? Likely. Pros: demographics, national profile, stage presence. Cons: California might lack appeal in the center. Wing/appeal: progressive. Nancy Pelosi, Democrat, California, representative. Chance of running? Very unlikely. Pros: demographics, long tenure in Congress. Cons: seems to sink national Democrats in more moderate states, even during favorable special elections. Unpopular, ties to the Clintons. Wing/appeal: liberal and establishment. Tulsi Gabbard, Democrat, Hawaii, senator. Chance of running? Possible. Pros: veteran, demographics, foreign policy knowledge, and fairly popular as well. I forgot to mention that. Cons: was linked to a few Trump cabinet positions. Wing/appeal, progressives. Kirsten Gillibrand, Democrat, New York, Senator. Chance of running, possible, pros, experience, name recognition, policy knowledge. Cons: at one point considered a conservative Dem, was once pro-gun, has been called Hillary Clinton light. Wing/appeal, liberal. Angus King, independent, Maine, Senator. Chance of running, very unlikely. Pros: broad appeal, popular. Cons: independent, has considered caucusing with the GOP. Appeal: moderates, centrists. Joe Biden, Democrat, Delaware, former vice president. Chance of running, likely. Pros: executive branch knowledge, former senator, policy knowledge, Rust Belt appeal, popular, charismatic. Cons: old, could be tied to Obama and or the Clintons for better or worse. Wing/appeal, Rust Belt. Jim Webb, Democrat, Virginia, former senator. Chance of running, possible. Pros: swing state, cross-party appeal, moderate. Cons: was once a Republican pro-gun, long time spent out of government. Wing/appeal, blue dog Democrat. Michelle Obama, Democrat, Illinois, former First Lady. Chance of running, unlikely. Pros: celebrity, popular, demographics, national profile. Cons: dynasty, maybe. Haven't heard much on policy other than her health campaign. Wing/appeal, establishment/celebrity. Chelsea Clinton, Democrat. I don't actually know which state she's from. Business executive. Chance of running, unlikely. Pros: business, broad party appeal, young, in demographics. Cons: dynasty, for sure. Clinton. Wing/appeal, establishment. Mark Cuban, independent, Texas, business exec, celebrity. Chance of running, possible. Pros: business, celebrity, popular, broad appeal, cross-party appeal. Cons: huge Ayn Rand fan. Considers Ayn Rand an inspiration. Self-describes as a moderate and a true independent. Wing/appeal, celebrity. Dwayne Johnson, independent, Florida, celebrity. Chance of running, unlikely. Pros: celebrity, extremely popular, cross-party appeal. Cons: endorsed George W. Bush in 2000 and 2004, might be a Republican. Wing/appeal, celebrity, moderates. John Bel Edwards, Democrat, Louisiana, governor. Chance of running, possible. Pros: South and cross-party appeal. Cons: pro-gun, anti-abortion, and conservative. Wing/appeal, blue dog Democrats. John Kerry, Democrat, Massachusetts, former Secretary of State. Chance of running, unlikely. Pros: national figure, foreign policy, veteran. Cons: losing presidential candidate in 2004, New England, and old. Wing/appeal, liberal. Al Gore, Democrat, Tennessee, former vice president. By the way, on John Kerry, also establishment. Pros: popular vice president, national figure, good orator, South. Cons: tied to the Clintons, old, lost in 2000. Wing/appeal, establishment. Tammy Baldwin, Democrat, Wisconsin, senator. Chance of running, possible. Pros: demographics, Midwest, Rust Belt experience, and a swing state. Cons: in a state quickly becoming red, not a national level figure. That said, in a state quickly becoming red, that's a marginal con. That's not a major one. Along with any other one criticizing the region, those are only moderate cons and can be ignored. Wing/appeal, progressive. Debbie Stabenow, Democrat, Michigan, senator. Chance of running, possible. Pros: Midwest, Rust Belt, swing state experience. Cons: not a national level figure. Wing or appeal, liberal. Russ Feingold, Democrat, Wisconsin, former senator. Chance of running? Possible. Pros: swing state, Midwest, Rust Belt experience. Cons: lost his Senate seat as an incumbent and then lost the rematch election. Out of politics. Wing/appeal, Rust Belt. Jerry Brown, Democrat, California, governor. Chance of running? Possible. Pros: governor of the largest state, vast experience, nationally known. Cons: old and uninspiring. Wing/appeal, liberal and establishment. Beto O'Rourke, Democrat, Texas, representative. Chance of running? Possible. Pros: businessman, young, charismatic, and from Texas. Cons: likely to lose the Senate race and not a national figure. Wing/appeal, liberal. Jimmy Carter, Democrat, Georgia, former president. Chance of running? Not going to happen. Pros: only truly applicable experience, very popular, respected, humanitarian, intelligent, Nobel laureate. Cons: considered one of the worst modern era presidents, old, can only serve one term, focus more on his humanitarian work. Wing/appeal, establishment, and liberal. Oprah Winfrey, Democrat, California, celebrity. Chance of running? Possible. Pros: celebrity, popular, attentive, charismatic, demographics, and she's intelligent. Cons: could be painted as part of the establishment, might only be able to win primary if the field is especially crowded, lacking of experience, not sure if that matters, however. Wing/appeal, establishment, celebrity. Kanye West. What? California, celebrity. Chance of running? Declared. Maybe. Pros: popular, national figure, charismatic-ish. Cons: lacks policy ideals. Arrogant, puts Trump to shame in the womanizing department. Loud, lacking of any sense of tact. Might scare some suburban voters into voting Trump. Endorsed Trump at one point. Reportedly more conservative than one might think, and the list goes on. Wing/appeal, celebrity. Martin O'Malley, Democrat, Maryland, former governor. Chance of running? Likely. Pros: experience and knowledge. Cons: not a national name, bland and milquetoast. Wing/appeal, liberal and establishment. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Just remember that this is kind of my opinion, but at the same time framed from a Democrat perspective. Anytime when I criticize someone for the region they were from, or gave them points for the region I was from, the points, though, those are in full effect. So if I said from a swing state in the Rust Belt, that's full points there. But if I criticize them for the region, realize that that is somewhat, that can be ignored. You know, region can be ignored, provided the rest of their platform works. But I think certain combinations of region and policy beliefs would lead to issues in the Midwest and what's called flyover country. For example, Northeastern liberals. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Have a nice day, and, just go ahead and put in the comments anything you have to say about this.